Good morning, everyone. We are about to go take some packages. I'm just going to show you a quick few little items that sold this morning. There's only 3, so let's see what they are here. This is the first one. We had a poker chip for, I think it was a $5 New York from the casino, and that sold. We actually sold it for $4.99 plus shipping. Yeah, that was the first item that sold, and very easy, lightweight, barely cost anything to ship. We actually got that for free in a house clean out. So let me go ahead and show you the next item. This is the next item. It's a Chapman Animal Rescue little hover boat. It even has a little fan there. You can see it's pretty neat. We almost kept it for Alaric, but then we decided to take a look and see if it sells, so we did, and we saw that it's kind of hard to find this one, so we posted it up, and that one sold for the Chapman thing sold for $9.99 plus shipping, so that was a nice buy, and it's actually very lightweight, so that also went first class. So the last item here that sold is this Doodlebops Beanie Buddies, that keychain that we were telling you about in the haul video we did not too long ago. She was listed for $24.99, and I kid you not, I listed her and I went downstairs to start dinner, and as soon as you can get that for a fair price for her daughter. So that's also being shipped out today, and that's it for the morning sales. I will check back in with you later in case I don't. Then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and please don't forget to keep commenting, ask us questions. We'd love to hear from you and maybe see what you guys want to hear. So talk to you later. Morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're headed to some garage sales. It's today it's me, Alaric, and my mother-in-law, Ahuva. You might meet her if she wants to get on camera later, but we're at our first stop. Say hi, Alaric. Say hi. He's eating a hash brown. We didn't have time to make breakfast, but here we are at the first stop. I'm in the car. I actually already got out and looked at the stuff. I got 2 items. You'll see in our haul later. So I'll check back in with you guys soon. So,
Another issue comes up, but now that we have this process, awkward as it is, do you?
I went there.
Yeah,
it was bad.
terrible.
It was bad.
Along the way.
You $5.
It is not live, so the president.
It's heavy.
Already the people around it.
Yeah, it's heavy.
finally finished feeding Alaric some breakfast on the go, and we are at our second stop. Huva's actually taking a quick look. We're gonna switch off. But we got here a little bit early, 15 minutes early. They had their garage closed, so now they said we're fine to go ahead and take a look, so we're gonna see what we find here.
Probably 300 or 3,000, 4,000 a month over there. So,
Yeah, I know. You're right.
so that's what we're gonna do.
Maybe I should wait also, because we saw house that it's really gonna be very good for my daughters and my daughter-in-law and my son. But this one's 350,000.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's like living in Marietta in California, you know, so.
That's a lot. I know. I'll wait. I think that's the best thing to wait. Yeah. Did you see anything, Karina?
Do you have any video games by any chance?
That's what I asked her. She don't.
No. Say hi, Alaric. It's diaper changing time. We're at the next one. I don't think you can see that there, but it looks like it has quite a bit of clothes and stuff, so I'm going to be looking in just a minute. I got to handle Alaric, and I'll see if I can film over there. Alright guys, we're back, and I didn't find a whole lot, so my haul's pretty small. I found quite a bit of personal stuff. Just a black tank top here. This guy had another tank top. He had stuff for like returns. They were like 50 cents each. He was doing 2 for $1. So this was brand new. Some damage to the box, but it does work. It's like a electronic fishing game. We got a lightsaber here.
Yes, Mr. Alaric.
Again, 50 cents. And I was actually about to pay $12 each for these cups by Zach on at the store for Alaric. So I got 2 brand new cups with this straw. He's fascinated with that now. I got a little frozen projector. And these brand new balls. He had a lot of like water, like stuff for swimming, like goggles and floaties. So I got these. They're supposed to bounce on water. What else did we get here? I got some chip clips because we always go through these for some reason. I have a little Mickey Mouse shirt for Mr. Alaric. He actually cut me a deal on these boxes, about $2 for the whole thing. So that was not bad because we always need shipping supplies. Remember keeping those costs low. I got a water bottle. It has like a little insulation for fruit. Of course, I got... Let's see what else we got here. This little says Secret Tony Hawk inside. It's like a little skater guy. Also new. 50 cents there. This is like a little model car kit. I don't know if it has all the pieces, but for 50 cents I was willing to take all the chance because it does feel a little heavy. So we'll see here. I got some kitchen towels. It says Whip It Good. Also brand new. There you go. Excuse our mess, guys. And I found this guy. He's untested, but this is at a different yard sale. It's a guy from Animal House, so he's got some damage to the base there. And I'm going to test him out, but it wasn't very expensive. I got some Toy Story floaties. Mr. Lark. I did get a Casio calculator as well. And it does work. You can see that. And let's see. Last but not least, I got this doll. She's from the 80s. She's pretty well kept. I think it was 86 or... And that's pretty much it besides the shipping supplies. But thank you again for coming along with us. Sorry it's not a big haul. Just in case I don't get to talk to you guys later, thank you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell notification so you can find out when we release a new video. And have a great day, guys.
Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. I'm going to finally talk to you guys a little bit about the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. We're going to go over just Xavier Roberts' brand entirely. So let's first start with Xavier Roberts. He started making these dolls back in 1976. They were called Little People dolls back then. Let me show you some sold comps of some Little People dolls. As you can see, these are the valuable ones right here. These are pre-1983, 84, where he, or Coleco started mass producing his dolls for him, essentially. He designed them and they would commercially produce them. When Coleco took over, they started calling them the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls, based on pretty much the last doll that he released. Now, if you get a Little People doll, the signatures on them are going to require a little bit more research than just a Cabbage Patch Kids doll in general. So let's take a quick look at like a Little People signature, if I can find one. So you can see the little person signature on the screen here. Is most of the early dolls are going to be hand signed up until 81, where they started getting stamped. But these dolls are the most valuable of the line. Now, the early Cabbage Patch Kids dolls, up until present day, really, they have maintained their retail value pretty much without appreciating or depreciating, and they sell for today what they sold for back then. So generally, if you're gonna get a Cabbage Patch Kids doll, say from the bins for $1, you can expect to get that $20 to $30 for the doll. But if you get a little person doll, again, Xavier Roberts hand signed these, they are a lot more complicated in the color of their signature. I'm going to go more specifically into Cabbage Patch Kids because I don't know a lot about the little people. They're very, very rare. Let me pull something up here to show you what I mean. So right here you can see the little people dolls. 1,000 of one was made. 1,000, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Very, very few of these exist, and these are all pre-1981. So these are all little people dolls up until, you see, he made that Cabbage Patch Kid doll before Coleco took over, and pretty much in 83, 84, they became really the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. Well, you can see the different colors of the signatures up here where he's hand signing them, which is why I said it's going to take more research if you do get a little people doll, but just know if you do get one, you've scored. So let's talk now about the Cabbage Patch Kids, because that's what the question was about. So with Cabbage Patch Kids, the 1983 doll was black signature. The 84 dolls were green signature. However, in 84, you had the introduction of these preemies and these kusas. And both of them, unfortunately, preemies are these baby dolls, okay? And then the kusas are like these animal dolls. These were signed black, so they throw off a lot of collectors and appraisers because that black signature indicates 83. However, these dolls were introduced in 84, and they had the same black signature. However, the regular Cabbage Patch Kids dolls that were introduced in 84 had a green signature. Then it went blue in 85, red in 86, like a teal, aquamarine kind of deal in 87. 88 was a light purple. 89 was it was like a lighter red. And then that was, I believe, the end of the Coleco line, because then they started, I mean, if you don't know, Cabbage Patch Kids are produced till this day, but there's like 4 or 5 different manufacturers who have made them, including the most recent is like Jack's. But Coleco stopped, I think, around that time, and this is where the real collectors go to for value. So there are some rare ones in here that are going to sell a lot more than their original retail price tag. So let's talk a little bit more about. So there's. Let me see if I can find a picture of a show pony, because they're also Cabbage Patch. Here's a good picture right here. I think you saw that earlier, but there's 2 little people in there, and there's a show pony buried there. But that's also part of the Coleco brand, and those show ponies are pretty valuable. Now let's talk about the factories. So there are, with the Coleco version of Cabbage Patch Kids, on the side tag, if I can find one, let me show you right here. Here's a body tag, side tag, whatever. It says that 1978, 1982 Cabbage Patch Kids, yada yada, but that doesn't tell you the date. Or this is the tag you're looking for. You see that OK in the corner? That is a factory code, and there are 8 of them, I believe. And I'm going to go over them real quick with you, just to let you know which ones the collectors are looking for. So, let's go over the OK, because that's the first one that we saw there. They're like firmer, those dolls. They've got like bigger hands and chubbier feet. They're pretty sought after, the OK one. They don't have a pox. Whoop, I don't know, my finger's in the way. Sorry. They don't have a they're not prone to the pox, which is the darkening of the plastics, which is why a lot of the factories are not preferred by collectors. The KT factory, those dolls were like tinier than those OK ones, which are like bigger and firmer. The OK ones have like the bigger eyes, and the KT ones have the smaller. They're like the exact opposite in terms of how those dolls looked. Then there are the P and the PMI. Those factories, the kids seem a little like an inch, half an inch taller, and they're skinnier. The eyes are also smaller than the OK one. The pox, though, is one of the problems with the P and the PMI. You have to store them well, or they're going to go bad pretty quick. So you don't really look for the P and the PMI. You want to leave those behind unless they're pretty much in protective sleeves or plastics. What am I missing? The WS and SS factories are also prone to pox. I have not seen a lot of those, so I can't really tell you like how they feel or whatever. But I know that if I do see those, I look at the face to make sure that the face is still the same tone as the rest of the body. Otherwise, you know that it's started the poxing process. I don't even know if that's a word with this stuff. Then the last two factories are IC and UT. And these factories have, they're firm like the OK factory, but they're small like the KT factory. These dolls are prone to a different kind of like pox. And their tone complexion turns like a yellowish green. And so they're referred to as like the sick look factories. And that's IC and UT. So you're looking for the KT and the OK. Those are pretty much your best factories in terms of the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. So real quick correction. It's not Jax who's producing them present day. I guess in 2015 Wicked Cool Toys took over. So Jax was in 2011, I guess up to 2015 when Wicked Cool Toys started producing them. But I wanted one more quick point about the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. Collectors are looking for the ones that are essentially manufactured overseas, sold overseas. These foreign ones are particularly rare and, of course, pursued by American collectors because of their origination overseas. So let's go over them real quick. There's quite a few of them, so I don't want to go into detail. But just so you know, the Jesmar fact, I'm going to be reading off of a website here, so pardon. Jesmar, a factory in Spain, produced Cabbage Patch Kids in 1984 and 1985. They did not have strict combos, clothing, fabric patterns, and gender assignments. Jesmar only made Cabbage Patch Kids with head molds 1 to 4 and only Caucasian kids. Most of the Jesmars had freckles, but some do not, and they were generally taller than Calicos. Jesmar kids were distributed to many different countries, so the boxes and papers were in several different languages. So Spain, the Cabbage Patch Kids was in English, but all of the writing on the box and the adoption papers were in Spanish. In England, it was distributed by the company called Ideal. It's the same thing in France. They were just called Cabbage Patch Kids. And in France, they were called Les, I don't know how to say this, Les Patoufs. Not to be confused with the Canadian Calico Kids, which have Toots, boots, oh my god, forget reading French, dude. What is this?
Squeeze your nose.
Yeah, okay. Germany. Let me just show you so I don't have to read it. There's French, German, and Italian, and Sweden, and Finland, Denmark. And then this is just a couple of pointers here about another factory in Japan, and one in Mexico, and one in South Africa. And this is all more advanced stuff that I don't even know. I'm not a professional at anything. I'm just sharing the information that I know with you. And I haven't really dealt with the foreign dolls or those Xavier Roberts pre-Cabbage Patch Kids generation dolls. Those are your home runs with these dolls. So I hope I at least helped you guys out in understanding what you're looking at when you pick up a Cabbage Patch Kids doll, because a lot of people just look at that tag and they're like, oh, 1982, this is a really old doll. No, that's not the case. You have to look at the signature on the butt. So anyway, that should be the end of our videos for today. We have sold a ton of items over the weekend, but today is not. It's a holiday, so no shipping, and we will have what's sold for you tomorrow, and it's going to be a big one, a real big one. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe. It helps us a lot. Tell your friends. All right, guys.